In this layer, cluster capacity can be placed under multiple limits. You can choose to cluster by fiber and homes and cables, or any combination thereof. If you choose cables, then the cluster will be limited by the number of cables required to provide service to all points. If fibers are chosen, then it will be limited by the number of fibers required to provide service to all points. This is impacted by settings you have made in the Demand section of the rules. You could also choose to cluster by homes, referring to the sum of the pawn homes and point-to-point homes values at all demand points to be served. You can also specify an amount of spare fibers from the layer above required at each layer point. If you are clustering by fiber on the layer above, this spare counts towards that limit on the upper layer. 3 options are available. Fiber throughput percentage adds an additional percent of fiber on top of what is required at the point. If your point requires 100 fibers and throughput is set to 120%, then an additional 20 spare fibers will be provided from the layer above. This value must be above 100%. Additional spare top fibers provides spare fiber in the amount specified at every point in the layer. Lastly, minimum top fibers ensures that the amount specified here is available as spare at every point. Let's look at an example. This point requires 6 fibers, the next 2, and the last 8. They're all fed with 12 fiber cables. If the minimum top fiber is set to 10, then an extra 4 spare fibers would be provided to point 1, 0 to point 2, and 6 to point 3. That's because there are already 6 spares at point 1, 10 at point 2, and 4 at point 3. Unused fiber on the 12 fiber cables. The minimum top fiber option will top up the spare fiber already present to reach the value stated, 10 in this case.